Jon Gruden. Oh, boy. This started, late last week and over the weekend? Let me just, for those that don't know, here's the Associated Press story. I will read it. Jon Gruden has resigned as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders after emails he sent before being hired in 2018 contained racist, homophobic, and misogynistic comments. Gruden released a statement Monday night saying, "I've resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anyone." I initially thought, because I have seen how this goes down, that somebody was trying to deliberately take down Jon Gruden. And then we dig a little further. We learn a little more that this was the investigation into the Washington football team, where they were investigating team emails going back a decade that snared Gruden in this net. You now know this, right?
Yes.
This wasn't anybody saying, I got these emails that I'm going to take Gruden down. The investigators were going through all the emails. It was Bruce Allen, right? One of the top Washington guys. Through his emails, Gruden's saying this? What? Now, am I shocked that he's no longer the coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? Absolutely not. This Me Too, if that's what we're calling it, I don't know. Just politically correctness. This is not politically correct. He can't be the coach of the football team. But let me just say this. Stephen A. Smith, a black man whom I love on ESPN, says, I don't want him to see him lose his job. His punishment will be walking into that locker room with half full of black men and having to face them. He didn't even get that opportunity.
He didn't.
He resigned. And so the NFL was aware of this going back a while. They waited for the Raiders to do the right thing, the Davis family that owns the team, and they didn't do the right thing. And it got forced into Jon Gruden resigning today. So my point, do I feel bad for Jon Gruden? No, because it sounds like he's still the same guy. But I'm not going to sit here and wave my finger, because I used to be that guy making stupid terms, emails. I'm sitting there going, bad week to be a head coach of an NFL team between Jon Gruden and Urban Meyer. Like, how dumb can you be? This is dumb stuff in both of their cases, and both self-inflicted. And in the case of Jon Gruden resigning, I don't know if he'll ever coach again. I can't think he'll ever be on television again. He had the huge endorsement deal with Hooters restaurants, if you recall. Hooters ain't going to touch him anymore, because people are going to go, I'm not going to that restaurant if they endorse this guy. So he had to quit now, because I still think he is that guy. Now he'll have the opportunity to repair himself as a human being, and who knows if he'll ever get a job again, coaching or on the air. But he had to go. That's my take today.
I completely agree with you, and I think you nailed it when you said he's still that guy. Now, I don't know Jon Gruden, so I can't say if he is or he isn't, but I think he is. He has to be, because I think if Jon Gruden is not that guy, he still has his job today. Because if we're going to go back and dig up stuff from 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago, there's a lot of people going to lose their jobs. Right?
Sure.
But for me, it's more about who are you today? And, as opposed to, have you grown and learned from your mistakes? And I think when they're doing their due diligence, they know the kind of guy that Jon Gruden is. And I think if he had known that he had made mistakes in these emails and the way he communicated, if he had known that some of this thinking about gay NFL players and female referees and all of that was wrong, then he would be a different guy. The Raiders would be confident he's a different guy. The NFL would be confident that he's grown and changed. And there'd be people in his corner saying, no, you got this wrong. Yes, he made a mistake, but I'm not that guy. Nobody's come out and defended him and said, he's not that guy today and he made a mistake. He's only realizing the mistake now, and that behavior, I'm sure, has continued. Maybe not in emails, but phone calls, text messages, team meetings. So there's a reason why nobody's jumping to his defense. And that's why doesn't have a job anymore, because he hasn't changed.
We got a lot to cover today, and it's going to be Moose and I for the first two segments before we bring in Buck Martinez in segment 3, because we wanted to spend some significant time on this, but I also want to get to the hockey. But the thing with Gruden, the one thing, we've been watching coverage on ESPN this morning, all morning. Actually, is that the Game Plus TV sound? I left the sound up.
Okay, we'll get that.
It's on me. It's my bad. But from the lobby, I hear the television on, and we're preempted from Game Plus TV at least today, maybe all week. So you can at least find us on Facebook and YouTube. But anyways, the thing with Gruden, it's like, how can you be so stupid? It's like Urban Meyer. How could you be so stupid as the coach of an NFL team to have this woman grinding in your lap in a bar? How do you have the time? But they can be that stupid. That's the thing. They're not necessarily geniuses just because they're NFL head coaches. What scares me, though, because what I've heard a lot of with the Gruden stuff is you can think it, you just can't say it. Thinking this stuff isn't good either. Right? If you're in a position of power, which Jon Gruden is, but you're not hiring somebody because he's black, you're not drafting somebody because he's gay, just because you don't put it into an email doesn't make it right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a guy like Gruden, well, he is what he is. He's exposed now. The real scary ones to me are the people that are thinking it, and they're still discriminatory, but they just keep it to themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not hiring this person because they're gay, but I'm not going to tell anybody that. I'm not going to put it in an email. All of that behavior needs to end. And I was thinking about women in broadcasting now, and there's so many of them on the air. A lot of them are pretty darn good. I'm sitting back going, I don't mind this. Their analysis is good. They know what they're talking about. That's all that I want. 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been me. That's the point. I have changed. I hope Gruden has the opportunity to change because I wasn't a lot different from that guy. And do I feel sorry for him, though? No, because I still think that he is that guy.
That's the biggest difference in all of this is that, there's not a lot of evidence out here to say that he has changed and has grown and that he's not that guy. If you can just say, hey, that was 10 years ago. I've learned from that. I've dealt with it. All of these other things. He's got a gay player in his locker room in Vegas. So, yeah. I don't feel bad for either. And I've been a Jon Gruden fan. I thought his analysis was entertaining. I thought as a coach, he was pretty smart. I liked watching him on the Hard Knocks. I thought he's an entertaining guy. But I'm not really a big fan anymore now.
Oh, I know, for sure. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of The Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.